It's November 17th, 2024. The clock is officially ticking. And what I mean by that is I feel like I have to not hurry up, but get exponential progress with this whole YouTube thing. Here's what I mean by that. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I have a time limit I'm trying to do before official thing happen. I've been doing this and officially, unofficially for years in a sense. Like I want to say 2017 2018 is when I officially started. I would count when I turned 14 or whatever, but you just got on. You're not really doing anything about that. You're just doing things. I didn't even have my USB plugged up. I don't know if that's for my mic or that's for my lights for the headphones, but I just plugged that up. But anyways, I'm basically saying I want this process to happen as soon as possible, and I actually do have a date on when I want it to happen. Basically, I'm 24 right now. I want to say around maybe when I turn 27, I should be all right with this. Not as in like I feel wrong with it. It's more of I want to feel like this is a strong possibility by the age of 27. Right now, I feel like it's getting somewhere, but I want the process to be definite about time I hit 27. Because again, I'm 24 and I've been doing this for a fat minute, officially, unofficially, but I feel like now it's time to actually set a date for when I want things to happen. Right now, channel at 16,000. I'm not going to be too specific, so let's just say 16,000, right? It's been 2 years as of now for this channel specifically, and I started off with 0 and then ended the year with 3,000, and now I'm ending this year with 16,000. That seems super big, but it's because of blow-ups. You don't really want blow-ups, trust me. Like, it'll be fine and all in that moment, but if a lot of people come from a specific video and you don't do that over and over because you can't, and it'll get annoying, it's like dying. Matter of fact, 100% gonna be completely honest here. There's 16,000 people here. The views will be like 200, 100, like way less than that. And I'm not sitting here being like, oh, if there's 16,000 people of you, why y'all not? No, because I'm not even gonna sit here and do all that. I know the reason, I know the cause and all that. I'm not even mad about the views, to be honest. I expected this because blow ups doesn't necessarily mean views. It just means attention, and then it dials down. So I'm not even on about that. What I'm on about is I want to be able to be like, say we reach 20,000 people here, right? And then say I upload and it gets, I want to say 1,000 views within a week. Not even going to sit here and say a day. I'm not that crazy, okay? But it's that type of thing I'm sort of like looking for. This sounds terrible because I'm trying to convince y'all that I'm not sitting here be like, hey, there's 16,000 people. Why aren't 16,000 views on it? I don't want to make it seem like that. I'm just trying to give y'all an understanding of how I kind of want things to go on a natural term. I will really hate for all this to be like blow ups after blow ups. I would really hate that. I want this to be more of like how can I put this in a way that doesn't seem like I'm trying to beg or convince or be angry about something. I want it to feel there, like community wise. I want it to feel there. I don't want people to come in because a certain shorts or a certain TikTok or a certain video blew up, right? Because that would mean you will only visit. You're not staying, you're visiting. I don't want visitors. I want people who will stay. Like, for you who do come, you don't even have to comment. The fact that you still come, and I know, if I upload this video right now, I know for a fact it's getting at least 10 views, right? The fact that I know it's getting at least 10 views, that's the number I'm really focusing on. I'm not focusing on, oh, it can get thousands, because if I focus on that with one video, I'm gonna try to focus on that with other videos, and that's not the type of thinking you really want. You want to be able to be like, oh, I know when I upload this, no matter what it is, at least these 10 people will pop up, and I know that right now. So that's what I'm really targeting, to be honest. This community, love it. I'm not gonna lie to you, love it to bits. And I like how chill we are. We're not trying to cause problems. We're not doing random stuff. We're not trying to do these things to force something to happen. Like even in Discord, we're quiet most days, because if we don't have nothing to talk about, we just don't have nothing to talk about, and that's completely fine. It's not something that got to be forced. I don't got to sit there and be like, dang, I gotta hurry up and entertain them before they leave, like that type of thing, right? The fact that I can count on that amount of people, it's like that's what I value the most. That sounds terrible, but I hope you know what I mean. What I'm trying to get at is, at the age of 27, I want to be able to have more people to count on, is what I'm saying. That sounds way better. More people to count on, because I'm pretty sure when I upload videos, and say you're a new person and you came across the channel, you'd be like, whoa, this person got 16,000 subscribers but only got like 20 views. Oh, he's canceled, or he died. I don't know, like something negative. I don't want that, because numbers is a way different thing. Yes, you should try to aim for a lot of subscribers, but not in a way as in like you believe blowing up is the way, because that can get you the numbers for appearance visuals, right? Like for the visuals of other people, like, oh, he got 16,000, but when it come down to it, you don't have 16,000 people behind you. You know, see, now it sounds terrible all over again. I'm trying so hard to say this in a way where it seems like you understand where I'm trying to like get at. I'm gonna stick to the count on thing. I'm gonna just keep saying count on people and like involve that metric instead of like the what others could see, because it doesn't bother me. Wait, and before anybody get to thinking, if it doesn't bother you, then why are you making this video? Listen. What I mean by that is, it doesn't bother me that I have 16,000 people here and only get like hundreds of views. That doesn't bother me. What bothered me is the fact that I made these videos with the thought of like, once I blow up, I blew up. Like I personally didn't want to blow up, but I did at the same time, you know? Like, I thought if I blew up, that would mean more attention, continuation. Like, I didn't even put in the fact that a blow up is blow up, and then once it's blown up, is extinguished, right? I didn't even put that in. So I'm kind of bothered at the fact that I do have videos that blew up. Shorts, let me be very specific here. Shorts shorts, and maybe a little TikTok, but I want to mostly say shorts. When I made the Family Guy shorts and I got 5 point something million views, that was the problem. The TikTok, you know, no, actually, yeah, I'm gonna say the shorts and the TikTok is the problem because they came from the clip of the video, right? You don't know the full thing. You came from the clip, so you're getting what I thought was the most interesting part of the video. Everything else is like me, personality, kind of. But then that clip can probably be something that's like a quick fun or a quick funny, haha. Like it was that. So the fact that those blew up, it kind of killed the channel more than it helped. Because say if I never made shorts or TikToks, like clips or whatever, and it was just the video itself and that blew up, that would be way better, because not only do they get the full personality of the person, because that's what I'm aiming for, they also get the feeling of like, oh, this how the other videos probably are, so let me check that out. But instead it was more of like people came in because of the hype around it. That sounds way better when I put it that way. I'm not trying to focus on blowing up. If you come and you be like, whoa, you got 16,000 but you only get 200 views, what happened? That's not going to bother me. I can give you a clear explanation on that, and it doesn't bother me that the views is that low. What bothered me is the shorts and the TikToks blowing up the way it did. Maybe if I did it in the way I'm doing TikTok now, like right now I'm doing parts. I'm doing part 1, part 2, instead of me putting in like my favorite clips or what I thought was the most interesting. If I did it that way, and people came from part 1, they were just like, oh, we waiting for part 2. Like, and see, now they're like, we want all of it, instead of like, we want the funniest parts. Because now it just seems like everybody came for the funniest part. I'm not mad at that. Hey, views. exposure, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not looking to make blow up videos. I'm looking to make community. They're gonna sound corny and cringy, but I'm used to old YouTube, you know, like Markiplier. I know basic bitches, okay? Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, And I would say Corey, but I started watching Corey like later, like 2018, because my brother's ex-girlfriend and my cousin showed me. So that's the only reason I know about him. But I knew Markiplier first, I know obviously, and then Jacksepticeye through Markiplier, and then Vanoss Gaming, and then blah blah blah, right? So Vanoss Gaming, I'm counting as old YouTuber, but I mean Let's Players, right? I'm more used to old YouTube. That's why the way I do videos, well, the way I used to and the way I'm getting back into doing it, it's so like oldish type of style, because I had comments saying, oh, this reminds me of old YouTube, and I love that because I grew up with that. You know, I born 2000. I started watching YouTube in 2013, 14. Like, yeah, I'm used to old YouTube, not this new crap is going on. Made me feel like an uncle. I'm used to that. I'm not used to trying to make sure I have nothing but like how-to things or tutorials or how to beat this, or like trying to get the most interesting thing that everybody else couldn't get. And I'm not used to that. I tried it. Like, I tried to be like, oh, this person played this game and it's trending. Okay, let me look through the game, see what everybody else don't have, and try to find it. Oh, the rarest anomaly. Let me make a video on that. Like, that, it doesn't seem fun trying to have an objective before recording. There's so many videos saying, hey, before you record, make sure you have the idea, make sure it's something nobody thought of and it's very interesting, or then make sure you have the title and the thumbnail perfectly. Like, when it seems so like instructed, it doesn't, that's the new YouTube right there. When it's instructed things, when everything is compiled to a step-by-step situation, that's new YouTube. I don't like that. It ruins the whole fun of it. I like old YouTube where you just record and whatever was interesting or whatever that seems you keep that and you highlight that with the thumbnail and title. You highlighted the part that you thought was the most interesting part. You're not sitting there trying to be like, hey, I got the best anomaly, or I found the rarest item. Like, it kind of ruins the whole thing. That's why the way I'm going back to doing it, what is like old YouTube, because that's the style I grew up on. It was comfortable and it all seemed like a good pace. It didn't seem sped up. It didn't have so many cuts. It didn't have so many edits. It was just the person, the game, maybe a little edit just to keep it a little like tingy, a little interesting, but none of that extra stuff where you slap in a meme or two. I don't know. So that's why I'm saying the clock is ticking, which is I don't have a certain amount of subscribers. I really don't. I used to. I mean, 100,000, that's the ultimate goal, but that's not like the mini goal, I would say. So I would say by the age of 27, aka in 3 years, well, 2 years in a couple of months now because it's November. So, but by the time I hit the age of 27, I want to say I want this to be, I'm not full time. I don't see it being a full time within 3 years, but a good part time. You know, like I want to be able to make. And yes, this is gonna hurt me. Yes, this is about money, because you need money to live. Okay, that's the only reason. That's the only reason this is about it. So if I had to say, I want it to be part time to the point where I'm making at least $400 a month. If I can make $400 a month from this, this can be something that even after 27, I can be like, yeah, this is most definitely, because it's more confidence when you're seeing the progress and the success. I said that's terrible because it's all cringy to me. Success behind it. Okay, I don't want to I'm not going to sit here and say if I'm not doing that, then I'm not going to do this. What I'm saying is, if I don't reach that goal by the age of 27, it's not that I'm going to stop doing this. It's more of I'm going to have less time to do this, because there's certain things aligned with everything else that are allowing me to do this. So once I hit the age of 27, I feel like I'll have less time to put in like the amount of effort I do now. For example, I used to do 3 videos, but because of job switch, whatever, I can only do 2, right? Now, if I hit 27 and I'm still like in this little boat right here, I may only be able to do 1. I don't know for how long. I don't know if it's going to be weekly or monthly, yearly. I don't know, but it would be less time than I have now. That's why I'm trying to get this going a little smoother now. I'm not gonna say faster because I can't rush anything and there's only so much I can do. So it's not up to me really, it's up to you and everybody else that's around. Basically, the goal overall if I had to give y'all a sub count, so I can, you know, in case you're wondering, you'd be like, oh, what's the sub amount that you're going for? Loyally, if I had to say loyally what I have now out of 16,000, probably 500. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like 500 people out of 16,000 pops up, like not all in one day and not all in 1 week, but you know, overall, because I've been looking through the analytics and I've been seeing that the video views come mostly from subscribers. Nice, love that. But I want community. I don't want viewers, I want community. Yes, perfect. Oh my god, I should have said that way at the beginning. I'm not looking for viewers, I'm not looking for a blow up, I'm not looking for a shout out. My throat dry, I should probably drink something. But what I'm looking for is a community. Like, you know how I gave the example of 10 people that I can make a video and I know for a fact at least 10 people will pop up like that. I'm looking for that. I want to one day be like, I know if I make a video, no matter what it is, 1,000 people will be right there. That's what I want. Oh my god, that's so perfect. Why didn't I say that? Anyways, the clock is ticking. My goal, I want this to be a strong part-time by the age of 27. Subscriber count, loyally, 30,000. I would say 30,000 by the age of 27. Age of 7. Look at me. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I really wanted to talk about, to be honest. I felt like I wanted to say this earlier. I don't know what made me think of saying this, but it was just one day I was at work and it just popped up in my head. But anyways, that's all I want to talk about. This week it's just going to be this video that you're watching right now and Dallmare. So if you're looking for another gaming, I'm sorry you gotta wait a little bit because I needed to get this out the way first. Plus it'll be quicker. Well, editing wise it'll be quicker. Video wise, it's sitting there at 18 minutes long, so who knows, maybe it'll be shorter. The clock is ticking. Whatever you're trying to do that. You got to do it. Don't set yourself to a limit or a time limit, right? But also don't sit back and hold off on it. Set a date for when you want these things to happen. So then while the date's building up, you will be reminded. And if you really, really want it, you'll try your hardest to get it and get it done quicker. That's what you should do, okay? That's what I'm doing. I think that's the best thing to do, but don't do it to the point where it pressures you. You got to make sure it's something that you can be like, if I can't get it done, I can't, but at least I tried, right? Don't make a goal where you be like, I have to get this done. It must be done. Because if you do that, you might stress yourself a little too much. Make it to the point where if it can't work out, you at least have another plan. That right there. I'm gonna end this with that because I feel like that makes way more sense. Sorry that is not a gaming video and it's more serious. I think it's like one of the serious videos on the channel. Barely do any serious things here. I don't hate everybody here. I don't hate all 16,000 people. I don't hate nobody, right? I just really appreciate the small percentage that really do pop in and they know, especially if you came from an old video, they know what I'm about, how I am, how the videos are, what I play, and and stick around for me. Those are the one I really appreciate. That's why I can never stop saying that. I'm done. I already dragged this out longer than it should have been. I really hope I got to the point while I edit all this because I don't want to make it seem like I was blabbering the entire time, but who knows? Who knows? See you in Dallmare. Hopefully there's no freaking lags or, you know, recording problems. I get those randomly still.